Teach means transform each and every student's life is the basic fundamental responsibility of the teacher. So teacher is the one who transforms the student's life with proper guidance and motivation to grow. So everybody wants to grow in their life. So teachers will be aiding your growth. I have designed a greeting on Teachers Day. To teach is to transform each and every student's life. Here I have intentionally mentioned each and every student. So a teacher should take care of all the students. Okay. I will come up with one analogy, and then you will better understand the responsibility of a teacher, responsibility of a student, and then the parents. I express my deep gratitude to all the students, all the teachers who have transformed my life with this opportunity, right? Now, let me bring the analogy. Student, he is like a seed, and mother, the earth and soil. So all the people are supporting your growth. I have just compared uh, uh, and brought the analogy to make you understand the holistic view of teaching learning process and how your success in life is contributed by all of these people. Father is like water and other inputs for growth. So seed needs soil also, water also, and then the most important thing is the sunlight. Sun. I have just brought an analogy with the teacher. So teachers are uh, sending the sun rays, that is knowledge, which is required for the transformation. So similarly, atmosphere is required. Schools, colleges, the education system, policies, society, and other conditions. All the other external conditions become the atmosphere. Atmosphere will also support the growth of a tree, right? And finally, the important thing is photosynthesis, that is learning. So how photosynthesis happens? First of all, we need a seed, soil, water is also required, and sunshine is required, and the atmosphere should support the photosynthesis process. Then learning will happen. Plant growth into a tree, that is student becoming a good citizen. So the responsibility of all these people, finally the result is becoming a good citizen, right? So the seed becomes a good citizen, means the student becomes a good citizen after undergoing all these processes of learning through education, right? So have you understood the analogy? So everybody is important. Suppose seed is not proper, then automatically the remaining people are all supporting him, but still we cannot make a tree out of a false seed, right? So seed should be so strong, and then soil properties, and then father, son, that is teacher. So all these people will be contributing to the growth of a person who can be transformed from a student to a good citizen, right? So that is the analogy I wanted to bring out, and now we'll see how this transformation goes on. The student, that is the seed, needs the foundation from the mother. So mother should take care of his basic needs, and father, water and other minerals and nutrients. So that is how the father will be supporting the growth of a child. The mother, the soil, gives the strength to grow as a plant, and father supports its growth and healthiness with proper facilities for care and protection. So here clearly I am defining the responsibilities of each and everyone. You will be understanding the holistic responsibility view in the teaching learning process. Okay, that's why people have started parent teacher meeting, because we cannot keep only the teacher as responsible. Okay, parents are also equally responsible for the growth of the child, and finally the child or the student himself is also responsible. So all people put together will lead to the growth, right? Gives the strength to grow as a plant, and further supports its growth and healthiness with proper facilities for care and protection. The teacher, that is the sun, shares the knowledge, that is rays, sun rays, impartially to all the students. Just you observe, the sun shines and sends its rays to all the plants equally and impartially. So here also the teacher has no partiality on a particular student. Okay, he is transmitting the knowledge, or he is sharing the knowledge like the sun shares the rays to all the plants equally and impartially through the medium of the school or college or education system policies and other conditions. So that is the medium. Here the medium is atmosphere in the case of sun and the seed. Here in the case of teacher and the student, the medium is school, college, education system, policies and other conditions. That medium in the case of sun and the plants is the atmosphere, right? The transparency of the medium is also a factor for effective photosynthesis. Suppose clouds are there, then photosynthesis may not happen. Means something is there in between the student and the teacher, then the learning process may be hindered. So that is what I am talking about, the transparency of the systems. Suppose the education system is corrupted, let us say, or the teachers are not sincere or the students are not sincere, then also the entire process of learning gets affected and the plant's growth gets affected, that is students' growth as a good citizen. So we cannot make good citizens once we are not transparent in our education systems, and we are not, if we are not very sincere in the teaching learning process. The obstructions for photosynthesis, such as clouds, that is corruption in the system, or improper policies and implementation. Suppose the guidelines are something and actual implementation something else is happening, then also that is like a cloud which is obstructing your photosynthesis process, that is teaching learning process. Shadows of other big trees, that is influence of bad peers and friends, that also has an impact on you. Suppose if somebody who is very bad is influencing you, then your performance will also come down automatically, right? That also is a key factor subjecting to your growth. So your growth depends on so many factors, right? Each and every factor is very important. Don't just blame the teacher for the incompetency of a student, right? Because the performance of the student depends on so many factors, and that's why I have brought this analogy, so that the students should understand there are n number of factors affecting your success. So you should take care of all these factors and go ahead in your life. So the influence of bad peers and friends may impede the progress of photosynthesis, that is your teaching learning process, and ultimately slows down or prevents the growth in some cases. So the seed cannot be transformed into a tree once if it is affected by these factors, like parasites, we can say. So though the teacher is imparting the knowledge impartially to all the students, few students excel and few students fail depending on all other factors discussed above. You can ask this question clearly. You said you have compared the teacher with the sun, and he is very impartial and imparting the knowledge. Like the sun shines and shares the rays to all the trees equally, right? But some trees grow and some trees don't grow. Why? Because of all the other factors, sun is impartial always, right? So the teacher is always impartial. The remaining factors also contribute for the success or failure of the student. So the student should clearly understand they don't blame any of the systems above, that is the education system or the son or any other father, mother. All these people are trying to contribute to your success. Okay, so you also are very responsible for your own success. But it is to observe here that the sun is impartial and always shines and takes no credit of the growth of big trees and vegetation. Sun is impartial and he will be shining, right? He doesn't take the credit of growth of so many big trees or the vegetation in and around on the earth, right? Vegetation and deforestation, we are only doing deforestation also, right? We are not responsible for the vegetation because the sun is taking care of that, but we are cutting down trees, right? So similarly, the sun always shines and helps in vegetation, trying to reach each and every seed possible. Then there is a transparent medium of approach. Now you people are no more a local student, right? You are connected to the globe through your internet. Once you have a mobile and internet, then you are a global student now. Okay, you can learn from anyone in the world. Some big professor sitting at the nook and corner of the globe will try to help you if you want to take his help. Okay, so many videos, so many data, so much of data is present in Google or in YouTube also. So we have to explore to get knowledge, right? The sun always shines and ready to share, is always ready to share, but we have to take and try to grow as the seed grows from the seed stage to the tree stage, right? Thus, there is a need to improve the atmosphere, that is the education system and policies, so that the rays of the sun reaches all the seeds in the country and plants to grow big as trees. So we have to transform the seeds into the trees by impartially transmitting the knowledge through through a transparent medium to all the people, all the seeds in the country, to make them grow as big trees. With such a system, we can see a big green forest in future. So that is how we should dream of. So how many of you people want to be teachers in future? This also I wanted to ask you in the beginning itself. So how many people are interested to become teachers in future after your studies, after completion of your studies? Up. Hello? Yeah, please unmute and speak. How many are ready to be teachers after your studies? Nobody wants to be a professor after your MBA. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible. Sir, one of the student has raised a Bhumika Chen. He wants to be in the teaching profession.
Wonderful. Okay. So always keep those values in your mind and come with proper enthusiasm for learning, because learning will get transformed into teaching. So you should be a better learner first to become a teacher later, right? So all the best, and I'm open for the question and answers. Yeah.
Yes, sir. We have a few questions from the audience.
Yes.
So the first question is, how do you think a teacher's teaching helps a student not just in the classroom, but also in the development of the society?
Yeah. So actually, that is called value-based education system. So the education curriculum should be so designed that we should impart the values. We should embed values into your traditional courses. Okay, so that is how we can make the students learn the values and uplift the society once they go into the society for serving. Otherwise, it becomes the responsibility of the company to impart those values once it is not done in the education level. Yeah. So finally, values are very important for anybody to work or serve the society. Ultimately, your working means you are serving the society, right? In whatever form it is. Even if you are an entrepreneur also, you are contributing to society's growth also as well, including your own growth, right? So that is how we should see holistically. Then automatically you are being a teacher, you are supporting the growth of a person, means you are indirectly supporting the growth of the society also, because the integration of individuals growth is society's growth. So you are contributing to individuals growth, and then it actually you can see the education societies or educational institutes as a sub society, because people from different backgrounds come together to learn. Even in companies also, people from different backgrounds come together to work there. Here learning is happening, so it is also a sub society, and that is also a sub society. That's why one person, if he comes from the education to the industry, then we call it, it is a socialization process, because he is coming from one society to another society and getting adjusted to the culture and society of culture of working there. So that is how you are automatically contributing to the society once you are in education field or in any other field. Once we are working means it is automatically a contribution to the society. So that is how you should get always motivated to contribute something for the society. Automatically it will help you.